Have you ever been around someone who was fake? Have you ever acted as a fake? I think we all have at some point in our life. Sometimes we try to be authentic and sometimes we're just fake. And we let people think something of us that may not be true. We didn't actually say it, but if they're thinking it and we know it, we kind of let it go. Or we brag about something that maybe we didn't actually do ourselves. Maybe we kind of were nearby when it happened. We've probably all been fakes at some point in our life. However, many men live their entire life as fakes. And that's really a problem. Let's find out how today. When I was a young youth pastor, I had a band come in to do a concert. And I was driving around and taking them for things. And this drummer had to go to the store to get some stuff. I don't remember what it was, but I took him. And I had been kind of playing around at drums, kind of a hacker. And so I tried to talk drum talk with him, tried to act like I knew what I was talking about. Well, he started talking about real stuff. And I got cold busted. He started laughing and he said he was just messing with me, pulling my chain. But I was devastated because I had been called out as a fake, and I was. I had been faking it. I didn't know that much about drums. I just kind of played around. I think as men, we've all been fake at some point in our life. The problem is a lot of guys live their whole life being fake. They don't know how to stop. They started it a long time ago, and it's just kind of something they do. They're more comfortable when they wear their mask, and they avoid that inner exploration. All right, the first thing we want to talk about is how men are comfortable in their mask. You see, many men start wearing a mask at a young age, and it's all they know. Some families raise their kids to be fake. They teach them to put on a front for other people or to live in denial of reality. I've seen guys like that. Guys have been taught to pretend, to act like what's happening isn't happening. And the truth is, we can all fake it for a while in our lives, but it can't last. You see, wearing a mask and being fake, it's a lot of work. And it's impossible to do all the time. Many men have been wearing a mask for so long, they don't know how to be authentic. They don't know who they really are. All they know is that person that they play. They start thinking that the person with the mask is real. And that's what's scary, because then they can't connect to other people. Their relationships don't last. Why? Because eventually who you really are is going to come out from behind the mask. And if you've been showing everybody a mask and then the real you comes out, that's a problem. Dating apps have that problem because everybody on the app has a persona they put out there. We do it on social media too. Personas aren't authentic. They're made up, so the relationships won't be authentic. As men, we need to ask ourselves, am I wearing a mask? Hey guys, I've got resources for you to grow as a man and be better. Just go to davidmaxwellcoaching.com and there's some free resources to help you live your adventure. All right, the second thing about men is that they avoid that inner exploration. As men, we're all on a journey of discovery, or at least we should be. A big part of our adventure as men is finding out who we really are. Maturity in a man is when he gets a better understanding of himself. It has nothing to do with how much money you make or how big your house is. You see, we're lacking that in society today because many men aren't doing that work. They're just walking around with a mask on. They have a persona and they work so hard at keeping that up, they don't go on that inward journey. You see, and this is the inner exploration that too many men don't do. Our journey of discovery as men takes us to the real us. We find out about our motivations and what's going on. We discover the reality of who and what we are. Many men don't like this. They think, well, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. I'm working. I'm grinding. I'm being a success. But the problem is that's putting their mask on. You see, they think who they are doesn't matter. It's all about what they do. And what we do is important. But ultimately, what we do comes from who we are. And when we don't do that inner journey, when we don't figure out who we are, we lose our depth as men. We become very shallow and surfacey. And depth is what brings meaning to our lives and to our relationships. A lot of men lack depth today because they're only surface level men. So they have a lot of surface friendships and surface relationships, but nothing really down deep. You see, what they have to do is engage and explore who they really are as men. And a lot of guys are just scared to do that today, or they don't know how. Guys, I want to challenge you to not be a man who lives with a mask. You need to be a man who decides who you really are. That means you figure out authentically who you are, to be genuine, and do that digging and that work to find out, what am I really all about? Discover your own gifts and abilities and stop playing the part that maybe has been put on you since childhood. Authentic men are the ones who can genuinely care about other people, and they're the ones who grow and they learn. Men who are playing parts waste their energy trying to pretend. They're still playing pretend like they did when they were 5, except they're adults now. What you want to do is use your energy as a man to focus on being the man you were designed to be. This is going to give you the best life. It's going to give you the deepest relationship, and it's going to help you find out your real purpose as a man.